Good morning, Math 8 kids. Today we're going to be looking at the Pythagorean Theorem. That's how you pronounce that word. So what is the Pythagorean Theorem? Well, to start off, the Pythagorean Theorem is a way to verify, determine, confirm, whatever word you want to use, if a triangle is a right triangle, okay? And what that means is that it makes a sharp L, 90-degree angles. Not all triangles do that, okay? So we're going to skip this for a sec. What is the formula that we use in math to verify that? Well, it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So if you had a sharp 90-degree right triangle, okay, the sides of the triangle would be A and B. Those are called the legs. And then across from the little box in the corner indicating it's a right triangle, kind of makes a little arrow, I'd say, is C, okay? And C is what they call the hypotenuse, okay? It's a slant. So what is the hypotenuse? It's the longest side of a right triangle. I have a fly trying to get at me, kids, so hold on a second. It's the longest side, or length, you could say, in a right triangle. Okay, it's a slant. So let's go ahead and verify. The word verify means you're trying to confirm, you're trying to make sure that something is forming a right triangle. So it says, do the following lengths form a right triangle? So as soon as you see the word right triangle on your SOL, I want you to write the formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, okay? That's your formula for a right triangle. So let's go ahead and practice, okay? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. You want credit, you got to write this formula down every time you see it here. C is the longest side, so 13 is the longest side. And then A and B you can just put wherever, those don't matter as much. Okay? So using my calculator, just to show you, 5 squared, I could push that button in 2 if I wanted to, equals, don't forget equals, that's 25, or 12, some people prefer that button, does it automatically, so there's 144. Then 13 squared is 169. 25 and 144 added together is 169. Since 169 equals 169, these lengths form a right triangle. So yes, that's a right triangle. Looking at number 2, we're going to write our right triangle formula. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Our longest side's 11, so that replaces c. So we have 6 squared plus 9 squared equals 11 squared. Again, 6 squared in the calculator is 36. 9 squared is 81. And 11 squared is 121. These two added together give me 117. And 117 is not 121. So this is a no. Moving on to number 3. We have 3 lengths, so I'm going to write down my formula. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. C again is going to be the longest side. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 6 squared is 36. 1 and 4 make 5. That doesn't equal 36. So this is a no. Okay. And let's look at number 4. I'm going to write my formula. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Writing it down over and over helps cement it into your brain here. 10 is c because it's the longest length. So we have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared. 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64. That's a plus. And 10 squared is 100. It's 100. That's what that gives. And add it together equals 100. This is a right triangle. Okay. But they don't always give you the lengths. Sometimes they actually draw triangles out, so you have to figure it out that way. And that's simple, you know. Still write your formula down. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. We've got our little box there forming an arrow if you draw it to your c. But you also know that's c because it's the longest side. So we have 7 squared plus 24 squared equals 25 squared. 7 squared is 49. Oh, I might change in pens here. Losing it. It's 49 plus. Again, 24 squared, 24. You can hit that button. Gives you 576. And 25 squared is 625. When I add these two together, it gives me 625. And because those both equal each other, this is a right triangle. Okay. On the number 6, our c, write a formula down. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. C is going to be the longest side, so that's 17. Okay. In this case, this looks like the slant, but the little corner would be right there. And they would probably give that to you on an SOL. So you could draw that, okay? So 8 squared plus 15 squared equals 17 squared. That's 64 plus 225. And that is going to give me 289, I hope. And it does. Those two added together is 289. So yes, this is a right triangle. Okay? So we're going to be finding the missing lengths now. They're going to give us a triangle, but one of the lengths, this is the applying part, one of the lengths is going to be missing. Okay? So if we are given the 4 and 6, those are the legs, okay, the leg lengths, we need to find C. Okay? So we're going to write our formula down. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay? And we're going to plug stuff in. 4 and goes for A, 6 goes for B. You could have done 6 squared plus 4 squared, doesn't matter. But we don't know what c squared is. So 4 squared is 16. 6 squared is 36. And that equals some value squared. We don't know what it is yet. Add those two together and you get 52 equals c squared. Now, this is unlikely going to be 52. If you got 4 and 6 here, that's not going to be 52 here. So that tiny 2, to undo the tiny 2, you take the square root of the other side. Okay? So 52, I put that in, and there's my square root button. That's the square something. That's my square root button. Okay? And it gives me 7.2. That's my hypotenuse. That's my C. So this is 7.2. Okay? Now, for number 8, see, when you're finding the missing lengths, you add A and B, and then you square root your answer, okay? However, like number 8, we have C, okay? Again, that little arrow points to C. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We have 24 squared plus B squared equals 31 squared. This is part 1. We're going to continue part 2. So this will be part 1 of your video. We'll pick up in a second. I'm running out of time.